Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. It's the 21st of December, it's Gravy Day. That's what we call it here in Australia, Gravy Day, the 21st of December. Well, it's actually the 22nd of December in Australia, but not in Perth. It's actually, I think it's still 21st of December in Perth, so technically still Gravy Day. But welcome everyone to the stream today. We are doing an event. We are doing a Christmassy event. It is the Czech, spelt C-Z-E-C-H, Czech-In to Christmas. We're flying from Helsinki to Prague today. Prague, capital of Czech Republic, that's why it's called Czech-In to Christmas. A bit of a play on the Czech Republic there, or a bit of a play on the spelling. Well, not on the spelling, but they just used it very cleverly. So yeah, welcome along everyone. Good to see everyone here. We are going to be getting going in a minute. I've got the flight plan loaded up, but I'm going to have a look at the SIDS and stars first. We've got a lot of traffic here in Helsinki. It's actually very busy right now, so we want to be getting out of here soon. We've got Aiden Forras next to us as well. He just parked up in the Air Baltic. It's going to be a night flight today, so that's why I've got the main light turned off in my face cam. But we got Aiden parked next to us. He just arrived in from Riga, which is in Latvia. We're going to be flying to Prague today in the Finnair Embraer E190. Not in the 737 MAX today. This is a real-life route in the Embraer, or the Embraer, however you want to say it. Very busy airspace around this place today. Got a lot of planes inbound, a lot of planes outbound, a lot of people wanting to go where they want to go. This is our flight plan for today. It's out to the west and then sort of south into Prague. Probably going to be a runway 24 arrival. Looks like we're going to have full ATC coverage. And yeah, landing runway 24, departing runway 24. It seems to be... Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, need to turn on show touches. That's going to be a bit helpful, isn't it? There we go. If we look at the TAF, we can see that the winds are hanging around the 220 degrees to 240. Current winds are 210 at 11. So throughout the day, it's actually going to shift even more in favour of the runway 24 arrival. So that's what it's going to be. We're out via the Valo 4 Papa. So let me go ahead and get that all up here. I'll get to the chat messages in just a second. I'm going to do this quickly. So I'm going to go to flights, unload that one, import, boom, boom. And hopefully it'll load. It's very laggy right now. Maybe I should close out a few tabs. Don't need that open. Don't need that. So yeah, hello everyone in the stream. Welcome, welcome. Runway 13 apparently is not used. Oh, because it's a VATSIM-ATIS. Okay, well, we don't really care about that. Well, we will be caring about it soon. But VATSIM-ATIS, it doesn't apply to us, so we're just going to be doing that. Let's show you the flight plan here through the Navigraph thingy. Now, just a minute. Go to... Yeah, this OBS Streamlabs is a bit weird. Okay, there we go. So here's our flight. We're out via the Valu, whatever it's called. I need to go here. So yeah, it says runway 33 not used, but we don't need to worry about that. Valo 4 Papa. Here it is. I'm going to edit the altitudes on my flight plan in just a second. So it is a runway 33 departure today. It's probably going to be, or that's what I'm going to request. I'm going to request runway 33. We might get runway 22, but I'm pretty sure this can be changed to 22 left. They're using 04s in VATSIM, which is probably correct. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're doing something. If we take a look at the ATIS at EFHK, you can't see this on the screen, but the landing runway... Oh, never mind, there's not even an ATIS frequency, but it's departing 33 and 22 left. So it's a straight out departure till 680 feet, then a left turn heading 231 to Hotel Kilo 928, max 250 knots, then Hotel Kilo 929er, then to Valox and that's the SID. So it's a very simple SID. We need to have a minimum climb gradient of 5%, which will be at around 200 ground speed, so it's about 1,000 feet per minute. We'll be doing more than that. Initial climb clearance to 4,000, but that's not really acknowledged in this game. So yeah, let me go ahead and so cruising altitude. Looks like it's going to be 380 into 390. 390 at Luros. So Luros 390. Okay. So yeah, that's the SID. And I'm going to go ahead and enter in the waypoints on the star now. I mean, on the SID, I should say. Kalo Takahiro. We've also got Ratchet, Sam, Wing, Aerosim, and Daniel, as well as Captain Sky. Got a lot of people here today. Good to see everyone in the stream. Welcome along. Okay, so what do I need to do here? So there's not really any altitude restrictions at all, actually. It's straight out to 680, then turn left heading 231. So yeah, let's take a look at the arrival then. There wasn't actually any... And there's no altitude restrictions in the star either. So yeah. There we go. So no thing for that. So I'm just going to set an approach for runway 24. We'll go for the Arnav from Irasu. That looks good. We'll probably get a cut from Irasu to from Papa Romeo 516 to Papa Romeo 531. We might get a direct, depending on how not busy it is. We're flying at night, which is quite hard to see. So I'm going to turn up my brightness a little bit. I'm also going to turn off of night shift. Oh god, that's going to hurt me a little bit. That's alright. Going to turn night light on my real computer. There we go. So the star has no alt restrictions, so that's good. Which website or app is it? It's called Navigraph. Okay, so... we've got Finnair parking in the back, or taxiing through the back way behind us. Now, let's get underway then. So we're going to do weight and balance. Boom, boom, boom. Today, we have a cruise index of 5, or a cost index of 5, I should say. Block fuel is good. Passenger, only 74, so it's not a busy flight today. And 1742 on the cargo. Cool, so we can go ahead and get rid of all of these. We've got the APU started. Turn on the seatbelts now. We've got the fuel loaded on. APU is on, that looks all good. Next thing we'll need is beacon lights. So let's take a look at the ground situation here. And we'll actually tune into ground and we will request a pushback. Go ahead and attach the tug. And pushback approved. So we didn't get a runway. So I'm going to push back to runway 33. So let's go ahead and do that. So can we do an auto pushback? No, not available at this time. So let's just push back and beacon light on. Cool. We're on the way.
Helsinki Vanta ground. Finnair 8172. Ready for pushback with information.
And let me go ahead and do this really quickly. There we go. Cool. Let me know if the ATC is too loud. It should be okay. I might turn it down a tad. We'll also go ahead and start engine number 1. So who have we got joining us? Don't know why that VT3 person was accepted to push back. I could have gone the other way and that would have been bad. Alright, so engine 1 booting up, is it? Yep, it is good. We got Matt up ahead there, it looks like.
China Eastern 53, contact Helsinki Vanta Tower on 119.7. Finnair 26 Delta, pushback approved.
I think maybe if I download the airport layout, that might allow me to do auto pushback at any airport.
Pushback approved.
Right. Pushing back here.
Request permission to cross runway 22 left. Helsinki van to ground. Finner 73. Ready to push back with information. Bravo.
And that should be good. So there's engine 1, engine 2 now.
Helsinki van to tower on 119.7.
Good.
Contacting Helsinki van to tower on 119.7.
And we'll get going in a second whilst these engines boot up. Right, I'm going to do a quick takeoff performance. Let's have a look here. Load, we got 41.6. We'll do 41.550. Runway 33 departure. Takeoff speed of 133. With a flaps 2 departure today.
Taxi to parking. Charlie November Yankee Lima Delta.
And trim can go to about 25. We're not too heavy today. Auto brakes max, spoilers armed. And just waiting for this last engine to start up.
Helsinki van to ground. Emirates 69 Kilo Papa Super. Request taxi to parking.
Alright.
Helsinki van to ground. Emirates 69 Kilo Papa Super. Request taxi to gate 55 at the apron 1 south.
Finnair 8172. Taxi to runway 33. Contact tower when ready. Emirates 69 Kilo Papa Super. Taxi to parking.
Okay. Don't know how to do that.
Contacting Helsinki
So yeah, EFHK to LKPR, yep. Finnair Embraer E190. Good. Right, flaps 2.
Taxi to parking. Emirates 69 Kilo Papa.
Helsinki van to ground.
Looks like the ground went off.
Ready to taxi to runway
I think ground should hopefully be coming back on.
Controller changes in progress.
Okay, controller change.
Taxi to runway 33. Contact tower when ready.
God, I'm going to have to like remove this light a bit. Am I still visible here? Well, I'm visible there, but it's too bright.
Finner 771. Taxiing to runway 22 left.
Can barely see what I'm doing right here. So a night flight. It's going to be a fully night flight. We're doing it in the December spirit of Europe. Don't know if the guy is going to be coming back on. Let me have a look at Discord quickly, see what they're doing. So announcing... Okay, so Leffy is taking the ground. So they'll be coming on shortly. If you want to join the Discord, it's in the link in the description. Second link. 3 depths are hurting your eyes. How, lol. No, but that, I mean, that 2-2 left line, I was spawned in when it was that extravagant. They need to use 3-3 at some point. Okay, is this ground guy going to come on, or am I just going to announce? Okay, just going to announce taxi to 3-3. And let's go. Oh, never mind. Detached tug is still on. And let's go. Electrical APU off. Oh, ground just comes back on there. We'll just request taxi so he knows where we're going. And look at the E190s that are here.
Helsinki van to ground. Finnair 25 November. Ready for pushback. Requesting runway 33. Helsinki van to ground. November 241 Delta Kilo. Ready for pushback with information Bravo. Requesting runway 33.
Helsinki van to ground. Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India. Ready to taxi to runway 33.
November 241 Delta Kilo. Hold position.
Alright, so we're going to be... I think we're going to turn... Yeah, we're going to follow the guy that's in front of us.
Taxi to runway 33. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar. Finner 8172. Taxi to runway 33. Contact tower when ready.
Taxi to runway 33.
Oh god, I'm really good at taxiing this plane, aren't I? Goodness me. Passengers have already thrown up in the cabin after that one. And after that one. Alright, let's be a bit more sensible here. That was terrible. We're expecting a flight time of 2... No, not even 2 hours. 1 hour 56. I thought it was going to be over 2 hours this flight time, but nope. It's just going to be 1 hour and 56. And let's switch over to tower. We're going to be departing to the west, I think. Departing to the west.
India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee. Inbound on the ILS runway 22 left. Kilo Lima Mate 41 Tango Bravo, wind 020 at 4, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Wilco, Ryanair 13.
This thing goes very quickly.
India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee, 020 at 4,
Person behind me, if you're watching the stream, probably you're not.
cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 22 left, India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Alright, let's stop here. Yeah, wow, way too close.
Red nose 8621.
I mean, really?
Runway 33. Line up and wait runway 33. Red nose 8621. Clear 1222. Maintain flow as practice.
Okay, we're just going to ignore that person.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Finnair 1343, ready for departure in sequence at runway.
So we are number
Starting straight out. Maintain
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in line. And let's stop. Now I'm further enough back. Oh, hello. What's that over there? We got a Laura's Fleet November 1 X-Ray Charlie over there. Don't know what that is. Actually, I think if you click on it, it'll say something magical. Yeah, see? More on this mystery aircraft soon. Oh, you can't see it because of the overlay. Hang on a minute. How do I hide that? Is that hidden? Hang on. See, look. It says it. Information on November 1 X-Ray Charlie of Laura's fleet not available at this time. More on this mystery aircraft soon. So what could that mean? It's subbed out as an A318, which is interesting. So who knows what that is? That's a special little Easter egg that we're seeing.
Line up and wait runway 33. Finnair 1343.
Finnair 121 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 33.
Airbus 1 Charlie Sierra Heavy, you're number 2 for departure.
Alright, so we're just awaiting for departure here.
You're number 3 for departure.
Shouldn't be too long.
Uniform Papa Sierra 2A Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 left. Roger.
Go away.
91. Uniform Papa Sierra 2A Heavy.
Ugh, I need to get some water after we depart.
Runway 22 left. Uniform Papa Sierra 2A Heavy. United 6483.
Oh, I should have done a flight control check. And they're broken. Luckily I did, or otherwise we would have crashed there. What the fuck?
Runway 22 left. United 6483.
Did someone just taxi through me?
1343. Wind 020 at 4. Runway 33. Cleared for takeoff. No delay.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Air Force 001, ready for departure at runway 33.
Okay. Anyway.
Cardeluxe 659 Heavy.
Luckily luckily I did that.
For takeoff. Runway 33. Finnair 1343.
Otherwise we would have been dead. We would have been dead there.
Line up and wait runway 33. Cardeluxe 659 Heavy.
Okay, that now it's correct.
Red nose 8621. Frequency change approved. Good day. Frequency change approved. Red nose 8621. Good day.
Roger. Airbus 1 Charlie Sierra.
And you can tell this person's a true expert server pilot because they have their strobes on the taxiway.
Runway 22 left with information Bravo. Helsinki Vantaa Tower.
Is there any like easier way I can do this? Because this light is really hurting my eyes.
641. When able turn left. Hold short runway 22 left. Finna 026 Kilo Echo Heavy, you're number 2 for departure. Wilco, Ryanair 641. Roger, Finna 026 Kilo Echo Heavy. Going around, India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Lots of ATC messages being transmitted right now.
Change approved. Good day. United 6483, frequency change approved. Good day.
Thank you. Good day. Finnair
Okay.
1343.
Still got my throttle here. Here.
Good day.
India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee. Roger.
We're going to be using that soon.
Runway 22 left.
Hopefully my PC will be ready by next week. It should be. I don't know how long it takes to make a PC, but I guess it takes more than a week.
Stand by. Line up and wait runway 33. Finna 491. Finna 491. Line up and wait runway 22 left. Line up and wait runway 22 left. Finna 491.
So it might be a few more minutes here before we depart. And we should be on the way very, very soon in this event.
Cross runway 22 left. Please expedite. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 33. Cardeluxe 659 Heavy. Crossing runway 22 left. Uniform Papa Sierra 28 Heavy. Contacting Helsinki arrival on 124.32. India Delta Romeo Alpha Yankee. Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Aeroflot 456 is 6 nautical miles to the northeast at 1,800.
Why'd you take the A320? I don't know why you did. I think this route is also operated with an A319, so it's sort of similar. Sort of similar to that. Yeah, guys, we're still going to be like 5 minutes before we depart, so we'll all be able to do it at the same time, so don't even worry about it. Ooh, there's a bit of an incursion happening. Alright, continuing forward here. So we got a lot of E190s. In fact, we got 4 or 5 maybe behind us. We could have taken off here actually. Yeah, let's do it. Oh god, maybe I just did a bad thing. I don't know. Oh god. Whoops. Did that in the last stream as well. Right, well I'm ready to go. There's no AIDAS, so that's good. Send. Ready for departure, let's go. What? Number 8? Go away. Not number 8. Number 8.
Cancel takeoff clearance. Hold position. North Shuttle 971. Line up and wait runway 22 left. Wilco. Finna 026 Kilo Echo Heavy. Aeroflot 456. When able, turn left and contact ground.
Number 8. I'm trying to help out the controller and he makes me get delayed. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Wind 020 at 4. Runway 22 left. Cleared for takeoff. No delay. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 22 left. North Shuttle 971.
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Finnair 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, ready for departure at runway 33, departing south.
Finnair 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, hold short at runway 33.
Holding short runway 33, Finnair 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy.
Finnair 771, cross runway 33, please expedite. Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Finnair 375 Heavy, inbound on the visual runway 22 right. Finnair 375 Heavy, wind 020 at 4, number 2, runway 22 right, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway 22 right, Finnair 375 Heavy. Crossing runway 33, Finnair 771.
Actually, how long is this runway?
Helsinki Vantaa Tower, Ryla 2745.
Oh, it's here. It's plenty of runway for us available. Yeah, I don't know how it doesn't help.
Finnair 16 Heavy, when able turn left, hold short runway 22 left. Ryla 2745, wind 020 at 4, number 1, runway 22 left, clear to land. Wilco, Finnair 16 Heavy. Number 1, clear to land, runway 22 left, Ryla 2745. Finnair 026 Kilo Echo Heavy, wind 020 at 4, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, no delay. Thai 01, line up and wait runway 22 left. Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, Finnair 026 Kilo Echo Heavy. Etihad 001 virtual, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite.
Line up and wait
It's not cutting the line. That's not what it is, it's not cutting the line.
Maintains lowest practical speed. Maintains lowest practical speed. Ryla 2745. Thank you. North Shuttle 971.
Wilco, Etihad 001 virtual.
Norship 446. Request permission to cross runway 33. Norship 446. Hold short of runway 33.
Thank you. Good day. Etihad 001 virtual.
Holding short runway 33. Norship 446. Thai 01. Wind 020 at 4. Runway 22 left. Cleared for takeoff. No delay.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 22 left. Thai 01.
Ice Air 343, line up and wait runway 33. Norship 446, cross runway 33, please expedite.
Line up and wait runway 33, Ice Air 343.
Finna 026 Kilo Echo Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Crossing runway 33, Norship 446. Frequency change approved Finna 026 Kilo Echo Heavy, good day. Nor Shuttle 971, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved Nor Shuttle 971, good day. Thai 01, frequency change approved, good day.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, Tango Charlie Oscar November Romeo.
Alright, so we're just going to be waiting here for a little bit, I guess.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, Papa Hotel Mike November Lima, inbound on the ILS runway 22 right.
Frequency change approved Thai 01. Good day.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, Finnair 708, ready for departure at runway 33, departing south.
China Eastern 53, line up and wait runway 33. Line up and wait runway 33, China Eastern 53. Tango Charlie Oscar November Romeo, wind 020 at 4, number 1, runway 22 left, clear to land. Finna 16 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 left. Helsinki Vanta Tower, China Eastern 53, ready for departure in sequence at runway 22 left, departing straight out. Number 1, clear to land, runway 4 left, Papa Hotel Mike November Lima.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, Ice Air 343.
Finna 16 Heavy, cross runway 22 left, please expedite. Ryanair 2745, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite. Finna 375 Heavy, when able turn left, hold short runway 22 left. Wilco, Ryanair 2745.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, Kilo Lima Mike 1252, ready for departure in sequence at runway 33, departing south.
Finna 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, wind 020 at 4, runway
So, I mean, you can just double line up. I mean, it's not even that much of a problem.
Cleared for takeoff, runway
It's actually no problem at all.
131 Uniform
Simply do a double lineup. It's done all the time. And, yeah, I mean, we could have been out of here by now, but, yeah, not sure why we're not.
Frequency change approved Ice Air 343, good day. Helsinki Vanta Tower, Finna 121 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 22 left, departing south.
Finna 375 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 left.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, ready for departure at runway 33, departing west.
China Eastern 53, wind 020 at 4, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Alright, so I'm going to get the chart up, ready for the departure. So it's 680 feet. So I'll go ahead and set in 700 there. So straight out to 680. And then we want to intercept a 231 heading.
Finna 375 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 left. Finna 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, frequency.
So that's what we want to do.
Good day.
Frequency change approved Finnair 131 good day.
Finna 121 Heavy, hold short of runway 22 left.
Holding short runway 22 left, Finna 121 Heavy.
Helsinki Vanta Tower, November 676 Juliet Whiskey, inbound on the ILS runway 22 left with information Bravo. 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, your number 3 for departure. Air Force 001, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango. Roger, Air Force 001.
November 676 Juliet Whiskey,
yeah, let's do that.
Number 2, runway clear to land.
Red Nose 2522, request permission to cross runway 33.
I'll do it later.
Number 2, clear to
Okay.
land. Runway 22 left. November 676 Juliet Whiskey.
Shouldn't be too far away now.
Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Finna 375 Heavy, hold short of runway 22 left. Holding short runway 22 left.
But yeah, this is in no way cutting the line because look at this. So if we just zoom out here for a second, this should be visible on the stream here. Yeah, it looks visible. So you can see the runway threshold is here. And simply what can be done is a double lineup, such as that. It's done at London Heathrow. It's done a lot of the time at London Heathrow actually. It's done a lot of the time at other places as well, where a double lineup is done and it's way easier. Not sure why they're saying it's not sure why they're saying it doesn't really help when it actually does help. So
Air Neo 1006 Heavy, cross runway 33, please expedite.
Crossing runway 33, Air Junio 1006 heavy.
Finna 375 heavy, contact Helsinki Vantage ground on 118.12. Finna 121 heavy, wind 020 at 4, runway 22 left, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Oh god, what's happened here?
Runway 22 left, Finna 121 heavy. Thank you, Air Junio 1006 heavy. Helsinki Vantage Tower, Finna 1223, ready for departure in sequence at runway 33, departing south.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, Kilo Lima Mike 1252. Starwalker 404 Heavy, requests permission to cross runway 22 right. Starwalker 404 Heavy, correction, stand by.
Victor
Alright.
Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Oh, finally, number 2. Okay, wow.
Lima Echo Oscar.
Helsinki Vantage
Amazing.
Tower, Finna 73, ready for departure at runway 22 left, departing east.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
Line up and wait runway 33, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango.
Finna 73, your number 2 for departure. Charlie November Yankee Lima Delta, request permission to cross runway 33. Roger, Finna 73. Starwalker 404 Heavy, cross runway 33, please expedite. Charlie November Yankee Lima Delta, cross runway 33, please expedite.
Helsinki Vantage Tower, Northwind 128 is 9 nautical miles to the northeast of 2,100 feet, inbound for landing.
Finna 121 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Helsinki Vantage Tower, Finna 771, ready for departure at runway 22 left, departing south. Crossing runway 33, Charlie November Yankee Lima Delta, Kilo Lima Mike 1252, frequency change approved, good day.
Thank you. Finna
Alright, so we're going to get underway in a minute here.
Frequency change approved, Kilo
Stand
Lima
by.
1252.
Cruise speed.
Roger, Finna
I'll go ahead and put it in now.
5 Alpha Yankee, hold short of runway 22 left. Northern
Cruise speed of
0.774, number 2, runway 22
0.77.
left.
77? 78? 77?
Cleared to
We have a
land.
cost index of 5, so probably 0.77.
Number 2, cleared to land.
Finna 224, line up and wait.
Oh, that is visible, isn't it? I need to change the colour of it.
November Yankee Lima
Oh,
Delta.
God.
United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy. Request permission to cross runway 33.
Hang on a minute. So what's the cruising out? 390.
Alpha Yankee, cross runway 22 left.
So if I go boom like that, there we go. So there's the cruising out. Right, we're going to be going here in a minute, so let's get ready. Cruise speed of 0.77.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango.
Wilco, November 6,
There we go. Oh, never mind, that wasn't even put in there. There we go, now it's in there. Okay, line up and wait.
Line up and wait runway 33.
Let's get the lights on. Off we go. Alright, let's get ready to get this show on the road. We'll calibrate up, and we will get ready here. So here we go. Taking off on the Czech-In to Christmas event.
Runway 33, United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy.
So here we go. We got someone lining up there? Nope.
Inbound on the ILF runway 22 left.
Alright.
Cross runway 33, please expedite. November 17231 whiskey, hold short of runway.
So off we go.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 22 left.
Yeah, that was a terrible lineup.
Crossing runway 33,
That's alright.
Finna 15 Alpha Yankee. 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, frequency change approved, good day.
Holding short runway 33, November 17231 whiskey.
Boom, done.
Approved 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, good day.
Wilco,
Alright.
59999.
So we are getting ready. What's going on with my iPad? It's a bit, it's a little bit dirty on the back. Alright, so we're getting ready in a minute. Or we're leaving soon.
Cleared to land, runway 22 left. Blue map.
We're on the runway is what I was trying to say. So we've got a go-around happening from Nostrand's 128, and we're clear for takeoff. Let's go.
Runway 3.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 33, it's the Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Okay,
Papa Hotel Mike November Lima, cross runway 22 left. Please
and off we go. Thrust sets. Takeoff speed of 133 today.
Helsinki Vantage Tower, Corina 0711.
Do we have winds? Nope.
1000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 22 left.
80 knots.
Papa Hotel Mike November Lima. Finna 708. Line up and wait runway 33. Finna 224. Frequency change approved. Good day.
And rotate it.
Contact Helsinki Vanta ground on 118.12.
Line up and wait, runway 33, Finnair 70.
Getting up there eventually. Positive rate gear up.
Ground on 118.12. Papa Hotel Mike November Lima.
There we go.
Change the route, Finnair 224, good day.
Corina 0711, wind 0203.
Right, we're up.
Runway 22 left, clear to land.
So positive climbs are out of Helsinki. There it is, the airport in the background.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Okay, over to
Contact
centre.
Helsinki Centre on 127 decimal.
Contacting Helsinki Center on 127.
And we will check in with them.
Center, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, with you at 900.
Finna 121 heavy, altitude at your discretion.
And there is, there was the altitude there. So let's go ahead and start the turn.
Radar contact.
Proceed on course, Finnair 224.
40 at 506, radar contact.
Helsinki Center, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, with you at 5,400.
India Foxtrot Gold
And we'll go to a heading of 231. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I meant to do. Keep going. 231. There we go. Very good. And I'll pop in the autopilot as well.
Helsinki Center, Ryla 6 Zulu Victor, with you at 17,000.
Okay, this is looking pretty good.
Continuous filed.
Victor Jet 441 is 18.
And we can probably go to 2000 VS.
1,000 feet. Request denial approach runway
2200.
Continue as filed. Saudi 506.
6 Yankee
Flaps
Mike
1.
Alpha Tango, radar contact. Helsinki Center, Ryla 02 Sierra Alpha, with you at 37,000.
Beautiful stuff.
Ryla 6 Zulu Victor.
So we're in the air. I'm just going to turn down my brightness here. There we go. Cool.
Saudi 506. Request
Flaps up.
change.
Vista Jet 441,
And we have to be 250 knots or below.
Zulu Victor is 14 nautical miles
So
southwest of
that
Tango
goes
at
to
15,800 feet.
They can go to
Radar
off.
vectors to Helsinki Vanta. FedEx 16,
That all looks good. Next thing we'll need is the lights.
Please contact Helsinki Center on 127
And
decimal
we are
zero.
gaining speed very nicely here.
Victor Jet 441.
So this plane can go pretty quickly in the upwards direction.
Contact Helsinki Center on
Uh,
127 decimal zero.
So yeah.
Zulu Victor, continuous filed. Continuous filed. Ryla 6 Zulu Victor. Finna 575, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Helsinki Center on 127 decimal zero. 40 at 506, turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 8,000.
Turn left heading 270. Descend.
Okay, so we're just going to monitor the VS here, monitor the speed. Once we get to Hotel Kilo 928, which we've done perfectly, by the way. That was perfectly, even though we turned a little bit late. The 231 heading, that's gone very well for us.
Turn right heading 0.
Yep, after takeoff checklist. We're going up to 380 initially. And let's continue the climb up. Continue the increasing of VS. Maintain this 250 knots pitch. And let's go LNAV. Through 8,000 feet and climbing very nicely as well. Go for a scenic view. It's not really visible.
Contacting Helsinki Center on 127 decimal
Yeah, I'm just
zero.
keeping an eye on the airspeed as well here.
Alpha 6 Mike Lima November.
Okay, bring this down a bit.
Finna 1382 Yankee, continuous filed. United 6483, radar contact. Continuous filed. Finna 1382 Yankee.
Alpha 6 Mike Lima November is 1 nautical mile southwest of Tobacco at 32,800 feet. Requesting oils approach runway 22 right at Helsinki.
Right, there's 10,000 feet. Is it 2 knots Hotel Kilo 929? No, it's not. Okay, so we can start to accelerate here. So landing lights off. Passengers can roam around the cabin. We'll reduce our climb rate even more.
Finna 7 Papa Romeo.
And that looks all good.
Shamrock 521, with you at 5,700.
Cool.
Finnair 708 is 5 nautical miles northwest of Helsinki Vanta at 3,200 feet. Requesting flight following to Leonard Merritt.
Helsinki Center, Finna 771, with you at 900.
Nice. So who have we got joining us? We've just got Matt who's joining us. Finnair 708, are they? Nope, they're going to... Don't know where that is. Tallinn. I think we had 3 or 4 joining us. So that's always good.
Alpha 6 Mike Lima November.
Don't know who that is.
Proceed on course, Finnair 708.
771 is 2 nautical miles
So
southwest of Helsinki
0.77 on the
Vento,
speedometer.
1,600 feet.
So we're a little bit fast here.
Following to Backlot Havel.
Contacting Helsinki arrival on 124.32, Saudia 506.
Shamrock 521, radar contact. Proceed on course, Dinner 771.
A little bit quick on the speedo at the moment.
Radar contact. Charlie November Mike Alpha Romeo Heavy, requesting flight following to Helsinki Venta. Shamrock 521, requesting descent via Laku 5 Victor arrival.
Cool.
Charlie November Mike Alpha Romeo Heavy.
I'll go ahead and set up a wing view, although we can't really see from outside, can we?
Contacting Talon Center on 127.0.
Is this interior? Oh, it is modelled. The interior is modelled in this aircraft. There we go, a nice little wing view there.
You're in an active airspace. Please contact Helsinki Center on 127.0.
Helsinki Center, Papa Romeo Sierra Echo Papa, with your 39,000.
Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India is 1 nautical miles north of Helsinki Venter at 1,100 feet. Requesting flight following to
Nice. Alright, keep an eye on the keep an eye out on the speed.
Dinner 771, altitude at your discretion. Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India, proceed on course to Backlot Havel.
6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, request frequency change.
Alpha 6 Mike Lima November, turn right heading 040. Proceed on course, Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India.
Turn right heading 040. Alpha 6 Mike Lima November.
6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, contact Talon Center on 127.0.
Contacting Talon Center on 127.0, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango.
Ryana 6 Zulu Victor, contact Helsinki arrival on 124.32. Contacting Helsinki arrival on 124.32.
Alright, so we are in the air. Go for an outside view as well here. Even though we can't really see much, it is night time. Yeah, I'm going to do that one that I liked, that I did before that I liked. The one that was sort of a side on, but it was more so in front. Sort of like this. There we go. There we go. That looks nice. So we got that. We got the wing view. We got the cockpit view. So I think around 288 knots is about right for this flight. 288 knots is good.
Norship 446, requesting flying to flight level 220. Climb and maintain 5,000. Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India.
And we're about to be exiting. Oh no. We're about to be going into Tallinn airspace.
Altitude at your discretion. Helsinki Center, Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee, with you at 1,000.
Okay, reducing down now.
Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee.
1,500.
Ryana 02 Sierra Alpha, requesting Isles approach runway 22 left at Helsinki.
And let's go ahead and set in this. 289er is about good, and we'll go for some scenic views on the climb out. There we go.
Tango Sierra Romeo India, requesting climb to flight level 360. Ryana 02 Sierra Alpha, continuous files. Helsinki Center, Air Baltic 1, with you at 16,900. Continuous files, Ryana 02 Sierra Alpha. Victor Tango Sierra Romeo India, altitude at your discretion.
Helsinki Center, Starwater 404 Heavy, with your 700.
Turn right heading 120, descend and maintain 8,000, Shamrock 521. Air Baltic 1, radar contact.
Helsinki Center, Finnair 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, with your 17,700. Finnair 224, request frequency change.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, contact Talon Center on
Right, go over to Talon Center. And we'll check in with them. It was the same controller.
Talon Center, Finnair 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, with your 18,300.
Kilo 131 Uniform Quebec Heavy, radar contact. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, radar contact.
Cool, radar contact there. Alright, cool. Took off, roger that, Ratchet. Let's take a look here. Well, there's Infinite Wing. I don't know if are they on there? Okay, yeah, they are. Okay, so they're on with us. We got VT. I'm pretty sure that's Ratchet. Yeah. Yeah, just remember, usually, well, not usually, but most of the time, well, all the time actually, you would have these strobes only on the runway and in the air. You wouldn't have them on it in the taxiway. You wouldn't have them on the taxiway. Same with landing lights. Now, you may think, well, I have seen a plane with landing lights on the taxiway before. Well, those are actually the taxi lights. It's actually just the nose wheel. Actually, apparently, I think the landing lights can actually... Now, I'm not sure if this is true, but apparently the landing lights on a plane can actually blind a person, maybe, or they can make their eyes go real bad. So, yeah, that would be bad. You wouldn't want to turn them on at the gate. Definitely not. That would not be good. But yeah, the landing lights are bright. They are bright things. So, yeah. They're bright. They're very, very bright. So, yeah. They are bright things. They are very, very bright things indeed. Alright, so climbing on up. We're still, we're not even through 30,000 feet yet, but, well, we got Best Car Wings in the chat. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So I think we need to get the... I wonder if I can add a source here. I wonder if I can add a source. No, we don't want to have a tip goal. Credits. Oh, Teen Jarin. Is that how I say it? Just on another account. Welcome back. Welcome back. Can we have a subscription goal? Yeah, YouTube subscribers. We want to get to... Well, there's not really much of a goal to do, is there? So, yeah, I don't know how we do that. I'll set up a subscriber goal later. We want to get to maybe 2,000 subscribers by... Don't know when by. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, and you do have public subscriptions, then your name will appear up there. I think if you've already subscribed, it won't work. That's just to prevent spam, I think. So, I don't think it'll work if you've already done it. But yeah. So we're still climbing up here. We'll go back to the scenics. And I'll put my iPad back on the magical keyboard here. Magical keyboard. So let's talk about upcoming things for the channel. So we're going to be having some upcoming content. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this is a much more comprehensive thing. We're going to be doing flights with other people. We've got some people from IFATC who I'm going to be doing some flights with. And we're going to be doing some streams of it. So that's what's going to be coming soon. Maybe by next week. If not next week, very early the week after. But definitely, it should definitely be already by the start of next year. And, you know, when I just say that casually, it sounds ages away. But next year is only, what, 10 days away. So, can you believe it? 2024 has probably been the quickest year of my life, I'd say. Like, I still remember New Year's Day quite vividly. Like, midnight New Year's Day, I do remember it very... Like, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Maybe a couple of months. But yeah, this year has gone racingly quick. Don't even know if that's a real describing word, but it has gone by at light speed.
771, radar contact.
So yeah, we're going to be bringing Microsoft Flight Simulator to the channel. So that'll be good fun. I've got the Airbus throttles, which you can hear. And we've also got the side stick over there. So when I get my PC, which should hopefully be in a few days, I'll get all of that set up, and then I'll do it like a test flight sort of thing. I won't stream it. But yeah, I don't know what my first flight's going to be. Now, I do have a bit of a predicament, actually. Do we do the first flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? Because 2024, well, I actually recently had an update. I've been following along with the updates. I had an update in the last 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. Or in the last 48 hours. It definitely did. Not sure if all the bugs are fixed, but I do want to do a 787 flight, and that's only available on 2020 mode. So, yeah. Don't know what to do for that. Let's go ahead and change this back to estimated time to destination. Boom. 1 hour and 38 it looks like. And we'll just enjoy these scenic views for the flight. What frequency am I in? I'm in Tallinn Centre right now. About to be leaving Tallinn airspace. And going to be heading into Riga FIR and then into Sweden FIR. Warszawa, is that how you say it? Polish airspace, Munchen airspace, and then finally into Prague. Hopefully we'll have full ATC coverage, we should do. It's going to be runway 24 landing when we get there, so we don't need to worry about changing runways. They're not going to change, I'm sure of it. So yeah. Very good. Almost at flight level 380, which is our initial. We're going to be climbing to flight level 390 in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, it says there on the VNAV. So yeah, not bad. And this is the cockpit view right here. Beautiful. I might turn off aeroplane names. It's a bit distracting from the view. There we go. That looks pretty good. Oh, I'm going to turn off the map as well. It looks a bit bad. HUD map off. Now, do we have seatbelts? Yep, that's all good. Next thing we'll need is probably seatbelts. So we'll keep it on that screen. And we'll do that. There we go. Cool. We're on the way then. On the way to Prague for the check-in to Christmas flight here on the 21st of December. Gravy day. I'm going to get some water as well in a minute, so just stand by. Now I'm going to check the arrivals list for Prague. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting both Microsoft 2020 and 2024. I think that'll be good. So yeah. Now we're at 0.77. Yep, good. So it's fine. We're fine right now. 0.7... Oh, hang on a minute. 0.766. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and reduce this for a second. And then let's see if we can get a bit quicker here. 767. I'm also going to do that. There we go. 768. I don't know if this actually changes anything. I'm not sure. Oh, back down to 767. Making a turn. And now we're just losing speed rapidly. Okay, there we go. Now if I set it to that, it immediately goes down for some reason. Oh god, you forgot to close cockpit windows. That's bad. Oh dear. Oh no. You're going to succumb to hypoxia. That is not good. This is a nice view, isn't it? With the wing. Although I do like the cockpit view. I like the cockpit view at night. To be honest with you. So what are we at in terms of speed now? 6.8. Okay, that's not terrible.
Radar contact.
It's not awful. Yeah, that's definitely a lull right there. So I think I'm getting both. I think I'm getting both 2020 and 2024, but maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Let me know if you have any ideas. Because I really want to fly these 787 Qantas. What's that livery called? I forgot the name of it. It's Victor Hotel Zulu November Delta. It's the... I forgot what the livery's called, but it's an indigenous livery. It's this. I really want to fly this. Hang on a second, let me get it up here on the old stream. Where is Microsoft Edge? Like what? There we go. I want to fly this livery. This is a Microsoft Flight Simulator. Somebody made it, and it is just a beautiful livery. It is great. I think if I search in MSFS, it'll come up. Yeah, see, it's available in the game. There it is. Doesn't that look amazing? So you could do like a Perth to London with that. See, look at that. Doesn't it look brilliant? Oh, I don't know what that is. It looks terrible. But see? Look at that. So that is what we'll be doing soon. FlightSim.to. The Yam Dreaming, that's what it's called. See, look at it. Doesn't it look great? And it's free. It's free. I think the 787 is just free. It's just free. It's freeware. And that's what it looks like. Doesn't that look brilliant? So I'm definitely going to be flying that when we get... oh, wow. Doesn't that look brilliant? That looks cool. Oh, wow. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, that's one of my favourite liveries of all time, probably. Yeah. And you've got all of the Special Emirates liveries as well. Like, you've got the NBA one, you've got the Wimbledon one, you've got that blue one. That blue, you know, that blue one with the yellow engines? You've also got that whale one that has a picture of a whale on it. I think it's a picture of a whale. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, you've got all of that stuff. So we're going to be doing all of that. We're going to be using the A380. It's going to be good stuff. Now, I'm still trying to learn all of the things because I'm not really across it all. I have a good understanding of the A320. So, that's probably what the first thing we're going to be doing is. An A321neo flight, I reckon. It's going to be the first flight that we're going to do, probably. And I'm thinking of doing it from Adelaide to Darwin or Adelaide to Brisbane. And I'm going to download the scenery for those airports. And it's going to be very, very cool. It's going to be very cool. Nothing like we've seen on the stream before, but for those of you that watch, people who are streaming, you know, PC flight simulators, then you'll be familiar with it. But for those of you who haven't seen it before, you'll be seeing it very, very soon on the channel. So, should be very, very good indeed. So, yeah. So now we're just sitting back and relaxing. Now we're going to do an ETA check. It's going to be 17:15 the ETA. So let me go ahead and enter that in. What did I just say? 17:15. I was going to do the return leg, but I'm kind of thinking against that now because of reasons. Don't know. going to take a while, isn't it? So we're going to be landing... Well, I'm going to be landing at 3... almost 4 a.m. local time. And then, yeah, I'm not going to get to sleep till about 7:30 a.m. So, yeah, probably just going to be the one flight for today. And it's the Prague fly-in. It's the Czech Republic fly-in. So it wouldn't really make sense to fly back out. The only reason why it would make sense is to experience some of the traffic in Helsinki. 176 inbounds, although we do have... It is pretty busy in Prague. 67 inbound. It's actually the second most inbound airport behind Helsinki, and we've got London Heathrow. I mean, how just a boring. It's not a. I mean, it's not a boring airport, but a lot of people go there for some reason. It's a very popular airport amongst the infinite flight commune.
Frequency change approved. Good day.
Well, not the commune. That didn't make any sense. The community, I should say. Right, I'm going to get some water, so... Oh, there we go. Frequency change approved, so see you later. Tune out of that, and now we're on the way officially. We're off all frequencies. We have got VTSRI, Starwalker 404. Yes, but they are not with us because they haven't filed the same as us. They had the Valo 3 Fox. We had the Valo 4 Papa. Infinite Wing is yet with us. Valo 4 Papa. We've got Emil, who is not with us. Finnair 1223 is on the Valo 4 Papa. And Valo 4 Papa, Golo 4 Sierra. We've also got Yamahi 11 joining us as well. So yeah, I think this wind is a bit favourable. Wind? I mean, I think the route is favourable to the winds. Let's have a look at windy.com. Good old trusty windy.com. We'll just go ahead and search an EFHK. Helsinki Vantaa. And let me go ahead and pop it up on stream. Yep. Boom. Here it is. So, we want to take a look at flight level 380. Don't zoom out too much, please. Or 390, I think it is on here. Yeah, 390. And where is Helsinki? North in Finland. Helsinki's there, where my cursor is. And we're flying out here. And then we're getting the tailwind on the way in. So that's what we're doing. So if we were to just fly from Helsinki to Prague direct, it'd be all crosswind. But here we're going sort of still crosswindy, but then we're going for a tailwind on the way in. So I think it's calculated the quickest way possible, but the wind is only 40 knots, so it's not that bad. Even here it's 50. Here it's even less, 30. Over Romania it's negligible. 38. Now the windiest part of this area is through here. Don't know if you've been through here before, but here it can get up to 200 knots. Not sure of the science behind this one, but if you do know it, let me know. Always windy across this part. And over the Atlantic as well. Look at that. Look at the wind on this one. So if you were to search up Flight Radar 24, flightradar24.com, boom, and you would see the planes going from west to east. Nope. You won't see them going from west to east. You'll be seeing going from east to west. That's what I meant to say. So you see these guys going from here. So this guy's got a major tailwind. 290 knots ground speed. That doesn't seem right. 290 knots. What is he about to stall? There we go. 551. That seems a bit more realistic. 290 knots. That can't be right. 585 for that Atlas Air. 290. That's got to be wrong. Can't be right. But yeah, this is a nice view that we've got going here. Okay, let's watch a video actually. We haven't done that in a while. Although I haven't even been streaming for a while, so that's probably why. We'll boot up the old YouTube and we will get a video happening here of... how long have we got? We have got... Well, let me go ahead and delete this and then we'll actually know how much we have. We've got... Wait, what the hell? How does that make sense? 57 minutes till TOD. But I want this to be 39,000. Wait, how does that work? How can we have an hour until that? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Where's Luros anyway? Oh, Luros is just about to before we start descending. Okay, I'm just going to delete that and well, I don't really know what to do actually. Well, if I just delete this and then we'll know how long we have till top of descent. So we've got an hour. Ooh. I&I builds A350 airliner trailer Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Hold on a sec. We have something to watch here. I&I builds or any builds, don't know how you say it. They have got something here.
To the INI Builds A350 airline.
Oh, so it is pronounced INI builds. And I can barely hear it. Hang on, let me turn this up here.
Trailer. The ultimate airliner experience for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Launching Q1 2025.
Q1 2025, so next year. Oh god, look at that. There's the Emirates plane. Nice. So this is what we'll be doing. There it is, look at that. Doesn't that look great? The inside of things. Yeah, there we go.
Welcome aboard this A350 aircraft.
السيدات والسادة نرجو منكم الانتباه من فضلكم لعرض إجراءات السلام.
Nice. Look at that. I mean, look at the detail that's put into these aircraft. Wow, that's cool. Navigraph integration. Pull up. Pull up. Oh wow, okay. GPS jamming. That's interesting. That's interesting. Deltas, we have Delta Cathay Emirates. That's nice. Flap noises, love that. Damn. BTV. Yeah, look at that. The engine. Hell opening. There it is, BTV. Oh, the vibrations, that looks cool. So it's coming next year, Q1. There we go. Q1 2025. So that's going to be within... from January to March, I believe. So that'll be cool. That'll be something that will fly. That will be cool, won't it? That'll be good. I should go to the iFly Max. Isn't there already a Max? Yeah, they did really well with the A350. It looks very, very good. Jan-April, is it? Oh, yeah, because... no, it's Jan... I thought Jan-March was Q1. Well, a Q is 3 months, isn't it? 3 by 4 is 12. Jan, Feb, March. Jan, Feb, March. Or, yeah, start of Jan to start of April is Q1. PMDG777, yeah, we'll be using that as well. So I think I'm going to get 2020 MSFS and 2024 as well. So I'll get both. And we can use the variety of aircraft on both. They really cooked with it, yeah. They did very well. It looked great from that. Now, I&I builds are actually good. They are a very good team of people, I guess you could call it. Yeah, very good. I&I builds, INI builds. Now, they said INI builds, but they also call themselves I&I builds, so it could be both. But yeah, that was very cool. That was a cool thing to watch. Now, we were going to watch a video. By that, I mean we were going to watch a... Actually, let's watch this. Cape Town to Antarctica. Yep, skip that ad. We don't need to see it. Right, so this is by Flight Radar 24. And they flew from... And why isn't this working? They flew from Antarctica. No, sorry, they flew from Cape Town to Antarctica, private A340. Ooh. Interesting. All right, let's watch this. I'm going to turn down the sim. And I'm actually going to...
South Africa, and this
Hang on.
A340-300 behind
Let me turn this up.
is about to fly us to Antarctica.
And let me restart it. And I'm going to mute myself. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll keep myself on.
This A340-300 behind me is about to fly us to Antarctica. 5.5 hours south down to Wolf's Fang runway, an ice runway on Antarctica. I can't quite believe it. I think this is the most special and remote flight of my life so far. Let's do it. I'm traveling with White Desert today.
Now, what I don't understand is how you can actually, like, how do you depart out of, say, Antarctica? Because if you're at the South Pole, then it's literally impossible. Don't know how you do it, but I imagine it would be quite difficult because all of the places are north. So
it's a company running luxury trips to the seventh continent that are really something else.
Oh, wow, look at that.
They operate the only private ice runway in Antarctica, and they offer a variety of trips, usually around a week long, but you can do day trips too. I'm going to be headed to their Witchaway camp, one of 2 they offer down here.
That would cost so much money.
In Antarctica too. So there'll be several videos coming out about the whole experience. For now, join me for the incredible voyage by private A340 from Cape Town to Wolf's Fang Runway in Drumning Maudland, Antarctica. Tell me your name again on the camera.
Elsisle.
Okay, and
this is Bongi.
All right. They're my bodyguards today in Cape Town.
Can we do a flight to Antarctica? Yeah, I actually did do a flight to Antarctica in Infinite Flight one time.
Escorted through every step of the airport and whisked through everything super easy.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Departure experiences I've ever had, I would say. But it's usually pretty good here at Cape Town. Quite easy. I've never seen a queue here. Now off to the lounge, the special lounge, where we wait to get over to our A340. That's what I want to do. So this is pretty cool. We've got our own dedicated piece of this lounge, which is just a third-party lounge used, I guess. I guess I haven't been in this one. Maybe it's another Priority Pass lounge, but and probably used by some other smaller airlines. But anyway, we get our own little roped-off corner.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
He had to make that clear that that wasn't a plane.
Here we go.
There it is. Goodness. Is that like through the whole plane? Oh no.
So we're on board this A340, and you can tell right away that it's former Emirates. Very old days Emirates, long ago. Their interiors look like this, so you can tell by the desert dune bulkheads. I actually flew on one of these long ago. I believe it was Singapore Airlines and then Emirates, or maybe vice versa, but I flew on one of these way back when Emirates still flew the 340-300 from Gatwick to Dubai. So that was very interesting. And up here, we're all located in the business cabin, but on this particular flight, I'd happily sit on a wooden bench. And this is actually pretty comfortable, especially when it's a small group. It's just 30 people on this flight. Interesting thing about this is, of course, many of the seats back here remain empty, but they use a lot of what this A340 has to offer in terms of both bringing down cargo. So they're bringing down everything, fresh foods, fresh linens, all our stuff, etc. for each trip down, but they're also able to bring a lot of fuel. So that means you have really high minimums when you're talking about the runway at Wolfsbane. You need to be sure that if you can't land there, if the weather closes in, which it very well could, you need to have that visibility. If you don't, then the alternate is basically back in Cape Town. So you need to be able to potentially fly 11 hours on this thing, which is pushing towards the further ends of the range of many
God,
aircraft.
imagine that. You can't
So
even
being able
land
to
there,
carry
so you have
all
to
that
go
extra
back.
fuel is a real plus. And they say they
Do I
like
know
having four engines as well, flying down into
No, I don't.
the remote part of the south, the bottom of the planets. I mean, so amazing. I cannot even quite believe that we're doing this and that we're going to land on a nice runway. It's just so crazy.
Craziness.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I fly in White Desert. Welcome you aboard our flight to Antarctica. For comfort and safety, we ask you to keep all your small luggage under the seat in front of you.
Oh, there's our link. We flew that one.
Products containing liquids, except if you are seated in emergency exits in every first rows. All luggage, bulky items, and large electronic devices should be stored in your head compartments.
It's exciting just to be on an A340-300 these days, let alone one going to Antarctica. We are about to line up for the runway. Looks like we're number 2 for departure.
Rotate!
Amazing little turn over the Cape of Good Hope. We just left Africa behind. That was our last sight of the continent on the way to the 7th continent. I just can't believe it. It's amazing. And I feel like that turn was just so we could get that nice look, albeit with a little glare from the sun, of the bottom tip of Africa. How cool. What a privilege to be in this position on this flight doing this trip.
Wow.
Where did you land up with extra weight? It is a pleasure to have you on board.
I wonder if he goes into the flight.
Choosing White Desert. Your comfort and safety are very
Yeah, he
important
does.
for us, so recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated and whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is on. If you want to rest, make sure your seatbelt is visible so the crew can check.
No, not that one. That one.
Ha ha ha, look at me now, I'm official. Came down, babe. Let's try that again.
If it doesn't work, they're going to make me cut this out.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, that business class is nice, but it's really nice to be back here in basically your private A340. There's some crew for the return leg resting back there, taking it easy because they're going to fly this thing back after about 3 or 4 hours on the ground. But up here it's just empty, a couple people only. can hang out, you can take whatever seat you want. You know, it's nice up there, but this is the best. This is that feeling of having a wide body to yourself, pretty much. Very special.
Fancy.
When you're
Oh, here we
operating
go.
to an ice runway, are there other considerations beside time in types of malfunctions where you would prefer to return to a real runway versus ice runway?
Well, of course, having enough fuel to go and come back. One thing is the ETP really doesn't mean anything because our point of no return is actually destination.
Right.
We can go there and still come back with enough reserves in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So anything that degrades the performance of the airplane, either for landing or could have an impact on dispatch from ice, we may not be able to go and land, so we need to come back. And of course there are other reasons that we could have to go back, but are not related to performance or the airplane. Normally we do not start our descent until we get enough assurance that the runway is reporting favorable conditions in terms of braking coefficient, wind direction, temperature, which are things that are very important for us because the colder the runway, the better the attrition and the braking coefficient. If it starts going up and goes above -10, we start to be concerned because it gets slushy. Above -6 we stop operating. We cannot guarantee the quality of the runway.
Yeah.
Normally it doesn't go above -10, except during December, January, it may go, and then we operate at night like today.
Yeah.
I mean, night means day, because it's always day, but the temperatures go down about 4 or 5 degrees, which brings the temperature in the range of the ideal temperature. What we didn't have before was like an air starter or the ground power unit. That's why 340 comes handy, because you can keep one engine running. It doesn't use much fuel. You know, an APU uses about 175 kilos per hour. An engine in idle uses 250 kilos per hour. So it's not much different, and it's like a backup APU, because if the APU shuts down, and we could not start the engines and come back.
Yeah.
So we kept one engine running. Now we have ground power unit and air starter unit. That means we can now shut down. Before we do that, we need assurance that both units have been tested, started, running appropriately, so we can shut down the engines. We kind of take a parallel equivalent condition between this runway and the compacted snow runway, which gives a braking coefficient in the region of 0.30, 35, sometimes even 0.40, which is not so bad actually compared to a wet runway. So we use code number 4. When we land, actually we use that much distance that we calculated.
Yeah.
We don't operate if the contrast is less than moderate. So we have contrast of horizon, and needs to be medium or good. There's no minimums because it needs to be visual by the time you get down to your minimum safe altitude, which is about 7,000 feet. So we spot the runway, we know what it is, and we go for it.
So it's purely visual, there's no
Purely
runway.
visual.
Obviously you don't have ILS, that kind of thing.
Of course not. So it's a great pleasure to come back here every time.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing to being in another planet is to go to Antarctica. You've been here before?
Never.
No? You will feel outside of your world.
Taking off again, is it just like a standard takeoff, or are there special considerations?
It is, except that we need to use full power on this type of runway. Otherwise, it's a different type of configuration of flaps for takeoff. We don't want to stay too long at the ground on this type of runway, so we tend to use lower speeds to go out of there. It's again a visual departure with a right turn, direct to the first point en route, but it's just another takeoff.
So you would use more flap in this case?
You use more flap.
Yeah. How long is the runway?
3,000 meters. Well, that's not a runway. It's actually a piece of blue glacial ice where they carved like a rectangular shape thing called a runway.
Yeah.
Which is treated, it's carved, it's grooved, and it's very well treated. They do a wonderful job, these guys on there. And this year they've even put some lights to identify the runway.
Oh.
So now, well, it's the first time I come this year, so I haven't seen them yet. But they switch them on just before we land. They don't switch them on too early because they warm up and they start melting the ice around. I mean, they can only switch them on just before we go.
So how much fuel did you take today?
Block fuel was 86 tons. We will be landing with 45 tons. And then we're still going to leave about 5 tons on the ground for the Twin Otters and Baslers that fly down to the South Pole. So they use jet fuel. So we can dump. That's why the 340 is a good airplane. We can carry fuel for both sectors, plus leave some fuel here for the guys.
I guess you don't get much chatter on the radios down here.
Nothing. It's the most wonderful flight to do. On a Saturday afternoon, with this type of weather, going to an ice runway, it's, you know, what.
Everybody's getting dressed now into the polar gear. The thing they do is about an hour and a half before landing in Antarctica, they turn the temperature of the cabin way down to start getting you acclimated, and also you can put on your base layers and all that stuff and not overheat. So it's pretty cool because everyone's obviously very excited doing that, and even the crew is all moving around, and the pilots that are going to operate the return leg are up after their naps, and yeah, everyone's moving around and psyched. I get the sense that even the people who do this regularly, cabin crew, the people from White Desert who, you know, this is their work, they are nevertheless all quite excited every time this happens, which it's always great to see people having fun, even when they are doing a repetitive thing, something that's their work, something that happens quite often for them, something special, something fun, something they take pride in. It's certainly very exciting. I really can't wait to see.
Look at that. Are there even puppy lights?
Hi there, welcome. Bye.
I didn't even see any. There's no puppies. I don't see any puppies.
Hi boss. How are you? Good. Hi ladies, gentlemen, welcome to Antarctica. Hi there, welcome. Bye, enjoy. Lady in the black
On board this flight is our group, which is headed to Wichita Camp, a half-hour flight from here, as well as a group headed to the Echo Camp, which is just a quick drive from the runway. There's also a bunch of people who are here.
Not bad.
Thank you very much.
Also, look, there's a Bachelor BT67 over here. For those of you who don't know, these are modified, upgraded DC-3s. Gutted, redone entirely, and with more modern engines put on. We'll be on some later, so you get to see more of that. I have to say the 5.5 hours being on that plane, the first 4 hours or so, it was hard to kind of comprehend where you were heading. I was well aware. You could see that we were heading south over open ocean below Africa, but it kind of felt so impossible. It's something I really didn't consider being able to do, for even if I thought of Antarctica and going there maybe. That seemed a stretch, but to think of going there on a big jet out of Cape Town flying south, that thought has never crossed my mind. I will say that your hands do start to get cold. I'm not wearing any gloves, so I can film. And yeah, I'm starting to feel it. It's cold enough, especially having come from summer in Cape Town. Amazing. Next up, we're boarding the Bachelor for the half-hour flight up to Wichita, but I'm
Oh dear. That's not what I clicked on. Okay. Nothing. Look at all the snow it kicks up. Oh god, that would be freezing. They're not wearing anything. Nothing goes.
Oh.
Where's the zoom? Where's the camera zoom? Oh, there we go. There we go, that was great. Really good stuff. We've got 27 minutes to go till top of descent. So I might find another thing to watch before we do that. Hopefully nothing untoward comes up. Here's where we are in the flight. We're just there, so still at 38,000. I'll probably just stay at this altitude for the whole flight. It's 372 nautical miles to go. The flight was flight was 789 nautical miles, so we're over halfway. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find something to watch just to finish it up here. We can do a... Well, I'll find something quickly. What was the video before? What video before? I don't remember any video before. Very bumpy arrival at Anchorage, Alaska. You must be talking about the weird ad. I don't remember a weird ad. I don't remember it. Alright, let's see. This looks good. Oh my god. I wonder if this is Atlas Air. Goodness me.
Light slopes alive. Light slope capture.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
Flaps 20.
What the hell? We didn't need to see that, mate.
2,500.
Really bumpy.
Also, these screens are not doing this in real life, just by the way. That would be a nightmare if they were.
Speed brake is armed. Rail. Landing gears down. That's 85 now. Landing gear.
1,000.
Stabilize.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 200. 100. 50.
FedEx.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Down he goes. Very windy, it looked like. How long ago was this, I wonder? Oh, this was years ago. Oh, not years ago. It was only 2 years ago, to be fair. It was only 2 years ago. Yeah. I got to get YouTube Premium back after that. Got to get YouTube Premium back. Oh dear, that was not good at all. Alright, I'm going to get some water, guys, and I will be back in about 2 minutes. So just give me 2 minutes and then I'll be back. Just going to fill up my water bottle, getting water. So yep, I'll be back in a sec, guys. Stand by. Alright. Back, everyone. Back. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely need some water after that. Oh my goodness. Alright. Gonna use some throttle power. Sahil, hello. Can do some plane spotting. Probably, I don't know. Don't know if I will. Wasn't gone for that long. Oh god, what the hell? Okay. Gear down, BTV disarm, engines off. Engine start mode normal, parking brake on. Dun 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 dun. Oh dear. What a shambolic thing that was. I do not have personalised advertising on, by the way. I do not have that on. Ah, okay. God, I'll have a bath in a minute. 10 minutes till top of descent. Couldn't come any quicker right now. Oh, look what's going on here. We've got a line of aircraft to the south. Ryanair Virtual, maybe. Or Air India Virtual. I'm not sure what it is. No, yep, it's Indian Virtual. They are doing a flight to here. Yeah, they are. But they're doing it from LIPE, which is interesting. Where are they exactly flying? I'm not sure. So they're flying there, then they're flying to there. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Ooh, getting a bit tired here. Still got ATC online at Prague, which is always good. We're going to be descending here shortly in about 9 minutes' time. So we got Starwalker catching up to us, but he's at 41,000. Cool. Very good. Pretty busy airspace over the European airspace. It's pretty busy. We got Batman flying. Do 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 do. Let's dance. Dun, 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 dun. Put on your red shoes and dance the ways. Yep, 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 yep. This is how we do. So we've still got another, well, maybe not. Might be less than an hour 50, but we'll see what happens. La 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 la. Now, yesterday's stream got blocked, but I think it's been resolved now. Yep, so yesterday's stream... Oh, wait, no... Is it? I don't know. Do, 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 do. Okay, someone's just called me balcony. Gonna have to ban that guy from the chat. You can watch yesterday's stream. Okay, that's good. That means it's fixed. Lanes Aviation, welcome, welcome. So not too far away now. About half an hour. So we're going to see what happens. It actually looks pretty busy there now. And IF England is also joining us. Welcome. Um, 28 in the next 20. And Helsinki is still very busy. And yeah, look at that. LKPR up to 84 inbounds. And we've got various other airports open. You got Riga, we got Tallinn. Tallinn did open. Okay. EGLL still open. And San Francisco is online as well. Nice flight, yeah, thank you very much. It's been pretty good so far. Although it is at night, so we're not really seeing much of the scenery. Flying Air Serbia A320 from Prague to Belgrade. Enjoy the flight. How am I doing? Yep, doing pretty good at the moment. Just got back from almost a month's long holiday away. It was a great time. If I get some time, well, I don't know. Next year I might be extremely busy. So we're going to see what happens with that. But I really want to go back to Darwin. It's a really good place there. And Captain Sky says, I have a question. Ask away. Ask away. What will be tomorrow's airport with the most traffic? Well, all we have to do is simply open up the ATC schedule for December. Simply search that in, click on it, scroll down to the 22nd of December, and you'll see that the busiest airport will be probably Miami. Actually, I'm going to predict it's going to be very busy. KMIA, American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX. That is going to be busy. Definitely going to be Miami tomorrow. You're going to fly after I land. Flight number is Emirates 634. Roger that. Roger that. Roger. Rogya. So we're going to be back in the MAX tomorrow. So yeah. Back in the MAX tomorrow, and we're going to be flying. I mean, look at, we're going to try and fly all of the liveries here on the schedule. So we've got, so tomorrow's going to be American Airlines. It came out on, what day did it come out? It came out on Friday. So we missed WestJet, Korean Air, Virgin Australia, and Aerolíneas Argentinas. But we did, but that we did, Monday we did Ryanair. So Tuesday I didn't do a stream. Wednesday we did China Southern Airlines. Thursday we did a Qatar Air. Friday we did the long haul and the Boeing livery. So tomorrow it is going to be American Airlines. And then Monday I'm definitely doing the Dubai flight. Dubai to Basel. That seems like a long one. That seems like a longer flight. And then 24th is the Gol. Christmas Day. Well, who knows? I might do a stream. I did say I wasn't going to, but maybe I might. You still have to serve LFPG. And I've finished the World Tour. World Tour? What did that consist of? And I'm also going to be doing... God, there's so many 737 MAX liveries. Iceland Air. Oh, God. Keflavik to Seattle. That's like 7.5 hours. Well, that's going to be a long one. That could be a long-haul Sunday next week. And then long-haul Friday. We do have a long-haul Friday for January 3. Birmingham to Tenerife South. Is that a long haul? Or, actually, no, that's not even that long, isn't it? Birmingham. Who would want to fly out of Birmingham? Maybe Saf wants to. Alright, 1 minute till TOD. So, is there a centre guy? Nah. But there is a long... I mean, look at this line that's happening here. This is going to be interesting. Hopefully we're not too delayed. This is yeah, we'll see what happens. It might be gone by the time we're there. I mean, we're still all the way out there, so... Got a China Eastern person who's going to ZSPD. Where is my other iPad? I need to find that. It's over there. Okay, hang on a minute. Just got to turn off my... turn off my face cam here for a second. BRB. Just got to get my other iPad. That's the wrong charger. Put on your red shoes and dance. What was that ad though? I never want to see it again. Where are my headphones? They're on the ground. Hang on, coming back. There we go. Right, let's see where this plane parked IRL. Let me get the taxi chart up, have a look at it. Can't remember what the flight was though. Oh, here we go. There's one doing it right now. There's a flight doing... There is a plane, IRL, doing this flight right now. And here it is. I'm going to show it. And we did the exact same flight plan as it looks like. Here is the real life flight doing it. Can we see the taxi chart? Yep, just stand by. Here's the real life flight doing this flight. Hang on a minute. La 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 la. Here it is. So I wonder what runway it took off on. It took off on... it took off on 22 right. Okay, so they're using 22 right IRL for departures. We took off on 33 and Yeah, flew down. So look, I think it's doing the same flight plan as us, sort of. It's turning south over the ocean, which is... well, below that little area there. Yeah, I guess, actually, yeah, probably, it does look like the same flight plan a bit. Oh yeah, that's a real life flight. Finnair 26 Delta, so Alpha Yankee 122. So it's Finnair 26 Delta is the actual call sign. That's what that would be, yeah, so Finnair 26 Delta. And then the 1 hour 53, so this is the most recent one. There it is. What did it cruise at? Cruise at 38. And then it descended. Oh, this is in an A319. Ah. So yeah, so they do A319, A321, and then an Embraer as well. Interesting. I actually know where the terminal is. What terminal they park in. Okay, so it's sort of the main terminal, is it? And then if we go to the... if we switch over to the Navigraph... there we go. Quick little switcheroo there. North Apron. Or Terminal 1 it looks like. Terminal 1, North Apron. Any of those gates will do. So yeah, this is the taxi chart. So we're landing runway 24. We'll exit at either Delta or Charlie. We'll try and get off at Charlie, although Charlie... how long is the runway? It's a very, very long runway, actually. 12,000 feet long runway. And from the threshold to Charlie is about 5,000 feet, maybe. 5, 10, yeah. About 5,000 feet. So we'll try and get off at Charlie if we can. That means our taxi will be shorter. If not, we'll go off at Delta. We shouldn't need to go any further than that. We'll try and get off at Charlie. We'll use a medium auto brake. Try and get off at Charlie or Delta. And then it's simply Charlie, Lima, and then Hotel to the Bay. Or you can go Hotel Juliet Bravo 2 to the Bay or Bravo 1 to the Bay. But we'll probably just park in the North Apron. I think all of this is Terminal 1, actually. Yeah, this is all Terminal 1. Oh, no, no, Terminal 2 is that one there. Terminal 1 is here. Control Tower. And then taxiing not allowed there. But we're not... okay, and then there's no taxiing on this this little bit over here near Hotel 1. So no taxiing on there, but we won't be going there. So we're either going Delta, Delta. So we're either going Delta, Lima Hotel, or Charlie Lima Hotel. We'll try and aim to get off at Charlie. But if we can't, we'll get off at Delta, cross runway 30 or 12. And, yeah. Cool, so that looks all good. And we need to start descending. I was talking too much. And missed the top of the descent. So we're going to start descending now. And yeah, so that's what is going to be the plan for that. Oh, we have got the Slovakia controller. We got Jacob or Jacob. We got Jacob opening on the ground and tower. Yeah, I'm just going to park at a random gate. So Alright, on the way down. So we're going to try and... what is this person doing? Has he even folded and arrived? No. Okay, so he's going 335 knots at 18,000 feet. Amazing. So I wonder what gate number that is. Looks like 18, is it? Dunno. Da 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 do da do. Yeah, so we're way slower than these guys. Need a sneeze. Got the sneeze away. It's got to be one of the worst feelings when you're like you're about to sneeze, but then it just won't happen, and you're just like, and you can't sneeze it, and it just won't happen, and you're just left with that feeling. That is one of the worst things. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. So it looks like that's a Eurowings terminal. By the looks of things. And then lots of Eurowing planes there. Just looking at the satellite imagery. Yeah. What the hell? That is terrible. Alright, where are we right now? Probably should be focusing on the arrival here. Right, let's shoot into approach, request approach, LKPR. Should we go for a visual? You know what? I kind of want to. I'm kind of in the mood for a visual actually. So let me go ahead and select a RNAV 24 from Arasu into Navigraph here. And we'll open that chart overlay, see where we need to be. So, glide path angle of 3 degrees. Let me get this up on the stream. Anand, thank you for the kind words. Love dedication for the game. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're enjoying it. So, this is the RNAV from Arasu. So Arasu, the initial approach fix, 531, 532, Papa Romeo 24 Foxtrot. Now, do we have a runway threshold? No, we don't. It's kind of annoying. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Oh, we do. We do have a runway threshold. Yes, good. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. Oh, crap. Okay, we've already been told instructions here. 230 down to 5,000 we've been told. Alright, roger that. Looks like it's getting pretty busy. Okay, so glide path of 3 degrees. So what we want to do is we'll be going around between 120 and 140 ground speed, which means we'll be needing a descent rate of final descent rate of around 700 feet per minute, and a little bit higher we'll be going around a bit higher of a descent rate, close to 1,000 to 1,200. But once we slow our descent rate, we're going to get down to this range here, or maybe even we won't even get to, probably will be more in this range, around the 130 approach speed range. And we'll be descending at a rate of around 700 feet per minute. Now we're going to do the visual. So request approach, boom, 24 visual. And obviously we're going to get ILS because, you know, for some reason the controllers are just going ILS, ILS, ILS. And then we get the altitudes here. So distance to runway 24 threshold. So at 1 nautical mile we need to be at 1530, 2 nautical miles 1840, and so on and so forth. 4,000 feet at Papa Romeo 24 Foxtrot, which is here at this purple waypoint where this Ryanair plane is passing over. We need to be 4,000 feet there, which he is 3,900, so he's about right. Yeah. Okay, you didn't even see that Ryanair person because the chart was on the screen. Disregard. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. Cool. Sounds good. Alright, we are on the descent. Let's try and reduce this descent a little bit. Passengers are a bit scared. And we'll continue to slow down here.
Ryanair 108 India November. Contact Black Rock Havel Tower on 118.1.
So I don't know how to butter the 737 MAX. It's, I mean, you just gotta come in at a reasonable speed. Don't use flaps 40. I mean, a flaps 40 landing is very rare. So flaps 30 is usually the maximum you'd use. And then, yeah, and around, it'll be around 130 to 140 the approach speed. More so to the 130. So we are going somewhere. Don't know where.
Maintain 6000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 24 approach.
But we're going somewhere. Don't know how long this is going to take.
Center on 127.0. Finna 771 is 6 nautical miles west of Liberec at 12,300 feet. Requesting miles approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel. Contacting Prague Center on 127.0. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike November. Prague approach. Finna 33 with you at 7,000.
I think there's a 737 MAX video that you can watch on the Infinite Flight channel. So that could give you a bit of an idea on how to do it. Are all of these planes landing, or what's going on? They are. What on earth is going on here?
Contacting Prague Center on 127.0, China Southern 303 Heavy. Prague approach, Scandinavian 490.
So he flew the Star and then he didn't.
Prague approach, Lot 2 Mike Delta.
Okay, weird. Weird. Very weird.
Yukon 176. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved Yukon 176. Good day.
Finna 771 is 4 nautical miles northwest of Radcliffe at 10,100 feet. Requesting miles approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel. 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango. Contact Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar. Contact Praha Center on 127.0. Edivos 7743 Super. Contact Praha Center on 1.
Contacting center apparently, okay. Don't know how this is going to work.
With you at 8,000. Move 7 Heavy. Radar contact. Starlux 204 Lima Foxtrot is 4 nautical miles southeast of Butek at 14,700 feet. Requesting miles approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel. Descend and maintain 8,000. Lufthansa 209 X-Ray Quebec Heavy.
6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango is 2 nautical miles west of Fleming at 6,000 feet. Requesting miles approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel. Starwater 404 Heavy is 2 nautical miles northwest of Kamenski Pinat at 8,600 feet. Requesting miles approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel.
Swiss 178, proceed on course to Zurich. Edivos 7743 Super is 9 nautical miles west of Rogness at 8,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 24 at Backlot Havel.
Yeah, it's getting a bit chaotic here.
Proceed on course. Swiss 178.
It's getting very, very chaotic.
Requesting descent to 4,000.
And are we going to crash? Are we going to crash into the ground?
Helvetic 4 Victor Hotel, request frequency change. Praha Center, Finna 771, with you at 8,700. Chenix 136 virtual, turn left heading 140, maintain 4,000. Turn left heading 140, maintain 4,000.
No, we should be okay.
Helvetic 4 Victor Hotel, expect vectors for the Isle.
Okay, it's all of a sudden gotten very busy here.
Helvetic 4 Victor Hotel, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 7,500. Lufthansa 209 X-Ray Quebec Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Gotten very...
Left heading 360,
Why contact center? I think center is trying to... yeah. Okay, so holding present position. Right turns. Okay, so this is a lesson for everyone. Okay, hold present position at 7,000, he said.
Do not exceed 200 knots.
And it's going to be a right turn, so do not exceed 230, so we're going to slow down. So no one, so I'd say probably about 1 out of 7 pilots know how to do what a hold. This is how you do it. You simply follow the pink line. The controller said do turns to the right, so simply do that. Now it doesn't need to exactly follow the pink line, but you just need to be holding over it. Now I don't know how long we're going to be holding for, but this is good. This is what people need to do more of, in my opinion. There needs to be more holds being utilised, and then once you've got all this airspace figured out, then simply can resume normal operations. So there we go. So we've leveled off at 7,000. We're going to turn on the landing lights, and we're simply going to follow the pink line for the hold. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but yeah. Okay, Sahil, please stop sending the same message every time. Thanks.
Lot 2 Mike Delta is 8 nautical miles northwest of Ladder, the left ladder 11,000 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at backlot Haggle. Finna 33, turn left heading 340. Turn left heading 340, Finna 33. 60 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, contact Prague approach on 119 a decimal 0.
Starwater 404 heavy at 6 nautical miles southeast of Zap.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Oh, we already got a vector out of the hold, okay. Okay, we're already being vectored out of the hold. That was like the quickest hold I've ever experienced.
Starwater 404 heavy, turn left heading 120, maintain 7,000.
So now speed is at my discretion. So I'm going to increase speed.
743 super, disregard last message. Eddie had 7743 super, turn left heading 150, maintain 8,000. Turn left heading 150, maintain 8,000. Edivar 7743 super. Praha Center, Golf Echo Golf Golf Sierra.
Pop it up to 240.
United 214 Tango X-Ray Heavy, turn left heading 180, maintain 6,000.
So what do we got here? Local time 6:12, and it's pitch black. 6:12 here, and it's still like feels like it's like the middle of the day.
Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November, descend and maintain 7,500. Descend and maintain 7,500. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November. Golf Echo Golf Golf Sierra, radar contact.
Turn left heading 180, maintain 6,000. United 214 Tango X-Ray Heavy.
Chenix 136 virtual, contact Prague approach on 119 a decimal 0. Contacting Prague approach on 119. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, turn right heading 190.
Okay, right heading 190. I mean, I could have just be left in the hold, but I think we're going to be going round. So we're going around the airport. It's going to take a little while. So yeah, going to bump up the speed back up again.
China Southern 303 heavy, turn left heading 270 and hold over Cesena Airport at 6,000. Right turn, do not exceed 200.
Maybe we're going to another place to hold. I'm not sure. Oh, we got a message.
China Southern 303 heavy. Cena 33, expect vectors to be Isles approach runway 24 at backlot Haggle.
Praha Center, Ryanair 16 Kilo Hotel, with you at 10,700.
Cena 33, turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4,000. Ryanair 420 India November, turn left heading 340 and hold over Pribram Airport at 10,000. Right turn, do not exceed 230 knots. Turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4,000.
Jay, hello, Jay Dragon. Hello. Sorry, I had to clear out my throat there. And G Eggs is on frequency. That's an interesting call sign.
Lufthansa A2 is 3 nautical miles northwest of Botticelli at 5,600 feet. Requesting Isles approach runway 24 at backlot Haggle. Proceed on course, Turkish 5592.
Finnair 25 November, requesting descent via Golo 4 Sierra arrival.
Eddie had 7743 super, turn left heading 140. Starwater 404 heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 140. Ediha 7743 Super.
Magic Sun 2109 is 14 nautical miles south of Boston at 35,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Jersey.
United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy, turn right heading 280 and hold over Rama Airport at 6,000, right turn, do not exceed 200 knots.
Turn right heading 280 and hold over Rana Airport at 6,000, right turn. Wilco, United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy.
Attention all aircraft, airspace is crowded, expect delays. Prague Center, Ryana 983 India November Super, with you at 21,000. Block 2 Mike Delta is 7 nautical miles northeast of Levmany Airport at 4,000 feet, requesting radar vectors to backlot Havel. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November, turn left heading 220. Prague Center, Emirates 374 Heavy.
Right, so we can sort of see what's going on now.
Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November, contact Prague approach on 119 0. Turn right heading 050, Cine 33. Emirates 374 Heavy, radar contact. Cine 33, contact Prague approach on 119 0. Contacting Prague approach on 119 0, Cine 33.
Turn right heading 240.
Okay, that's weird. Sometimes the noise doesn't come through, or the voices. Don't know why.
Requesting descent to 4,000.
Emirates 382 Super is 27 nautical miles northeast of Rothenburg at 11,200 feet, requesting radar vectors to backlot Havel. Itero 273 Romeo, turn left heading 060 and hold over Plazy Airport at 9,000, right turn, do not exceed 230 knots.
Turn left heading 060 and hold over Plazy Airport
Just
at
make
9,000.
sure to land. What?
Wilco, Itero 273 Romeo.
Obviously I'm going to land. You think Infinite Flush at a Concorde plane? Yeah, that will never happen probably.
Boeing 252, turn left heading 140, climb and maintain
It would be cool, but yeah, probably won't happen for a very long time.
3,500. Starwater 404 Heavy, turn left heading 070. Turn left heading 140, climb and maintain 6,000, Boeing 252. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, turn right
Okay,
heading
back to the
160,
right and
descend
descending to
maintain
6,000.
Ryana 706.
Turn right heading 160, descend and maintain 6,000, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Emirates 382 Super is 19 nautical miles northeast of Rothenburg at 10,200 feet, requesting aisles approach any runway at backlot Havel. Cine 1223, turn right heading 270 and hold over Pazina Airport at 8,000, right turn, do not exceed 230 knots.
Turn left heading 070, Starwater 404 Heavy. Turn right heading 270 and hold over Pazina Airport at 8,000, right turn. Wilco, Cine 1223.
Lufthansa A2, hold present position at 5,000, right turn, do not exceed 200 knots. Starwater 404 Heavy, turn left heading 050.
Turn left heading 050, Starwater 404 Heavy.
Holding present position at 5,000, right turn, Lufthansa A2. Ryana 983 India November Super is 9 nautical miles east of Strunkovic at 16,600 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 24 at backlot Havel. United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy, turn left heading 150.
Turn left heading 150, United 214 Tango X-ray Heavy. Prague Center, Redno 048 November X-ray, with you at 37,000.
China Southern 303 Heavy,
So,
turn left heading 210, maintain 6,000.
Okay, so we're going to be going on to downwind
Maintain 6,000.
in a minute maybe.
303 Heavy.
And
turn right heading 290 and hold over Pazina Airport at 11,000. Right turn. Do not
then we're going to be
exceed
landing
230
maybe.
knots. Ryana 706 is 5 nautical miles southwest of Kladno at 9,000.
Although that final is very long.
Following to Bristol. Etihad 774.
That is a long one.
Turn left heading 060. Turn left heading
Currently is
7743 Super.
50 nautical miles there.
0 and hold over Cesena Airport at 11,000. Right turn. Wilco, Finnair 25 November.
I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to slow down a little bit.
Descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000. Ediha 7743 Super. Ryana 706, proceed on course to Bristol. Proceed on course. Ryana 706. Praha Center. Delta Golf Romeo Mike November. With you at 28,600. Itero 273 Romeo. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar. Do not exceed 230 knots.
Okay, reducing 230.
Starwater 404 Heavy. Contact Prague approach on 119.0. Etihad 7743 Super. Contact Prague approach on 119.0. Contacting Prague approach on 119.0. Etihad 7743 Super.
And we should get a left turn here in just a sec.
November. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Contacting Prague approach on 119.0.
Victor Hotel Lima
There
Echo
we
Oscar.
go.
Turn left heading 060.
Left to 060. And then I think we're off to approach again.
Proceed on course.
Oh god, so many messages to scroll through right now.
Itero 273
Ugh.
Romeo. Turn left heading
There we
100.
go. And yeah, we should be over to approach soon in a minute. Yeah, in about a minute or so. We'll be contacting approach again. Why is my nose so red? Is it red? Is it? I can't really see it. Is it red? Let me shine the light directly onto my face. Oh god, that has not worked. Well, that has not worked. It doesn't look red, does it? Does it look red? Maybe it's just the lighting.
Boeing 252, increased speed to 220 knots.
Doesn't look red, does it? Okay, over to approach.
Contacting Prague approach on 119.0. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Contacting background
On the
Hamilton
right side of my
Tower,
nose, on my right side.
Ryana 454 India
Well, that's not
November.
visible to the camera.
Lufthansa
I'm not sure why
209
it's red.
Quebec Heavy. Maintain 180 knots until 6-mile final.
I'm thirsty again.
Maintain 180 knots until 6-mile final.
On your right side. So on your right side would be my left side, or would it be my right side? Your right side, which means my right side. But you can't see my right side. My left. Okay, my left side.
Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November. Turn left heading 060. Chenix 136 virtual.
I'm trying to see it, but I can't.
Climb and maintain 5,000. Skywalker 404 Heavy. Radar contact.
Okay, let's request approach. I want to do a visual approach.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar at 4 nautical miles south of Cuba at 6,000 feet. Requesting visual.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo
And of
Oscar.
course not.
Roger.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar. Turn right heading 060.
Okay, we already had that.
Turn right heading 060. Maintain 6,000. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango. Turn left heading 270. Descend and maintain 4,000. Cleared ILS 24 approach.
Turn left heading 270. Descend and maintain 4,000. Cleared ILS 24. 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango.
Chanix 009 virtual. Turn left heading 360. Climb and maintain 9,000.
Leave it, okay.
Climb and maintain 9,000. Chanix 009.
Alright, we're almost there. At least it's not as bad as the Mumbai approach, that infamous Mumbai flight that we did. That was, well, let's not talk about it. It took over an hour to fly the approach, unbelievably. Can't believe it, that it took that long.
Finnair 33. Turn left heading 300.
Took a very, very long time. But
Chanix 136
this
virtual. Climb and maintain
shouldn't
6,000.
take this that long.
Turn left heading 300. Finnair
This one should be
33.
okay. It's not as busy as before, so we should be all good. We should be coming in. Oh, goodness me. Well, there's only one runway, which makes it interesting. Makes it very interesting. They probably could open up 30. If you completed buying Infinite Flight Pro, the first plane you would fly is a 737 MAX 8. Yep. I mean, fair enough.
Do not exceed 180 knots. Fina 33. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November. Turn left heading 310.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop on a little bit of 60 FPS here. There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? So we're here. We're coming around.
Contact Praha Center on 127.0. Contacting Praha Center on 127.0.
And they could probably do, I mean, 30 for landing wouldn't be... I mean, I don't know how this airport works, but... You could do 30 landing, 24 departure. But I don't really know what is done IRL here, or if that even works. I think maybe only the one runway is used. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this airport.
Finnair 33, turn left heading 270, maintain 5000, cleared ILS 24 approach. Lufthansa 209 X-ray Quebec Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Turn left heading 270,
okay, let me turn off fixes.
maintain 5000, cleared ILS 24,
Yikes.
6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango, contact Rock Havel Tower on 118.1. Thank you, Finna 33.
Contacting Wagner Havel Tower on 118.1, 6 Yankee Mike Alpha Tango.
Okay, slow down. I'm going to slow down to 210.
Chanix 136 virtual, turn left heading 300.
I mean, going faster isn't really going to make any difference, so slowing to 210 here. I mean, we have a 35 knot tailwind, so it's going to be we're going to be going quick anyway, so might as well slow down a little bit. You like flying on the expert server? Yeah, it's good. It's better than any of the other servers. I think maybe because I'm like doing this a lot with my nose, I don't know why. But it hurts a bit. Well, it doesn't hurt, it's just irritating, I should say.
Cleared ILS 24 approach. Turn left heading 270, maintain 6000, maintain 6000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 24, Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November.
Very busy. This is why we fly, because of all the traffics. Uh-oh. Well, this is not what we want to be seeing. These are the type of people that... Look at him, he's not even on the runway. So he's going to take off, he's going to lose separation with all these aircraft on finally, he's going to get reported. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Let's see what happens. So right now he's at 900 feet, which is the airport elevation. He's going to take off. V approach 128, yeah, I'm going to do mine right now. What have we got? Landing performance, it's going to be a runway 24 landing, yep. Flap setting full. Got a landing weight of about 37,500, I'll say. Oh, I got V approach 120, that's pretty slow. 120 V approach for me. What plane would I want Infinite Flight to add? Well, other than the Neo, I would say... to add. Dunno.
Turn left heading 090, Finna 33. Kilo Lima Mike 29 Lima. Contact Backlot Havel Tower on 118.1. Contacting Backlot Havel Tower on 118.1.
Maybe the A350 1000. Or the A330 200.
Chanix 136 virtual. Do not exceed 180 knots.
Don't know how the A330 200 isn't in.
United 214 Tango X-ray heavy is 1 nautical mile southwest of Bubavis at 6,000 feet. Requesting
Alright, we're coming around shortly. I think this Etihad person's going to be going after this guy. Well, he has to be. There's no other way forward. Reducing 200. And we're going to go flaps 1. Bring on the seatbelts. 200 knots. Airport is off to our left and behind somewhere. Yeah, A350 1000, A330 100. Like, yeah.
United 214 Tango X-ray heavy. Turn left heading 060. Maintain 6000. Thank you. Good day. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November.
But we could be flying the A350 1000 very soon, actually, in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We could be doing that.
Turn left heading 210. Maintain 5000. Nearby LF24. Starwater 404 heavy.
So we could be doing that in the very early stages of next year, so stay tuned to the channel.
Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November. Contact Backlot Haddle Tower on 118.1. Contacting Backlot Haddle Tower on 118.1. Bravo Alpha Tango Mike Alpha November.
Runway approach.
Yeah, we're not too far away now. We have had a little bit of delay vectoring. Wasn't too bad. We went into like the shortest hold in history. Let's go into infinite view and take a look at what we are doing.
Turn left heading 280. Turn left heading 280. Edit 7743 super. Turn left heading 210. Maintain 6.
Oh, lots of traffic today. 1,000 planes currently on the expert server. Whoa. 1,218. Alright, see you later, Jay. See ya. Oopsies, what have I done? So here's us on infinite view. It's a little bit laggy. A lot of planes here today. Departure out of Helsinki. Flew down. Lots of people on this route, actually, that are flying this route today. You can see some planes on the same flight path. Got a little group flight going along here. We obviously did that right turn. We went into the hold for like not even 1 minute. Left turn heading 130 as we correction 310 as we speak. Then we went on to the crosswind, downwind, and now we're going on to base right now. So let's have a look at it. There we go. Onto the crosswind leg. I mean, base leg, sorry. Brrrr.
Contacting Prague Center on 127.0, Ryana 454 India November. Finnair 1223, expect vectored for the ILS approach runway 24 at Backlot Haddle.
Nice.
1223, turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 5000.
Right, let's go spoiler armed, and we're going to go for a medium auto brake today. We want to try and get off of that Charlie exit, which is here. This exit right here, we want to try and get off of that one. Then it'll be a short taxi to the terminal. Got an A380. I don't... Is A380 too big for this airport? It might be. But, no worries at all.
Turn right heading 270, maintain 6000, maintain 6000 until established on the local.
Ooh, that might be a go around. Oh no, exited. Nice. It lagged on my screen there. Alright, so we're almost ready to go. Let's set up the ILS. Runway 24.
China Southern 303 heavy. Turn right heading 200.
And
China Southern 303 heavy. Boeing 252. Contact Praha Center on 12.
That's good. It's a very long runway, 12,000 feet.
Contact Praha Center on 127.0.
So yeah, we should be able to exit off at Charlie. That's Charlie, Charlie. So we should be getting the left turn here in just a sec. As we continue to come round. Yep, there we go. 260 and maintain 6,000 feet. Okay, roger that. So round we come to 260 heading. God, so this is what makes it hard, because we have the downwind, which is a tailwind, and we have the final, which is a very, very strong headwind. So, gets a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult to manage.
Finnair 25 November, turn right heading 060, maintain 5000. Itero 273 Romeo, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 at Václav Havel.
Contacting Václav Havel Tower on 118.1, down with the 404 heavy. Turn right heading 060, maintain 5000. Finnair 25 November. Roger, Itero 273 Romeo.
Itero 273 Romeo, turn left heading 060, maintain 6000. Ryanair 983 India November Super. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 at Václav.
Just eating a water bottle.
Left heading 060. Maintain 6000. Itero 273 Romeo.
Lufthansa 782 Heavy. Contact Praha Center on 127.0.
Alright, let's turn back on the aeroplane. Actually, no, I'm not going to. Keep the airplanes turned off. The airplane names, that is.
Finnair 25 November. Do not exceed 180 knots.
Do not exceed 180 knots.
Okay, there is the glide. Sorry, correction, there is the localizer.
Do not exceed 180 knots.
Localizer alive. So Lockstar, as I would say.
Ryanair 983 India November Super.
Right, ground spoilers armed. Good.
Reduce speed to 210 knots. Itero 273 Romeo.
I'm getting a bit yawny here. Oh, that is animated. Oh, it is. Look, the auto brake is actually animated.
Do not exceed 180 knots. Ryanair 420 India November. Ryanair 420 India November. Turn left heading 270. Maintain 5000. Cleared ILS 24 approach. Turn left heading 270. Maintain 5000.
Okay, we're about 31 nautical miles away. So I'm actually gonna activate runway 24 and do distance to next. So next waypoint. Sorry, that's wrong. There. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're not visual. Boo. Yeah, boo.
Contacting Václav Havel Tower on 118.1. Etihad 7743 Super. Janix 136 Virtual. Contact Václav Havel Tower on 118.1. Thank you. Good day. Etihad 7743 Super.
So we're 29 nautical miles away from the threshold.
Janix 136 Virtual.
God, it's still going to take us 10 minutes to get there, really? 10 minutes from this position, apparently.
Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee is 5 nautical miles south of Buda Vista 6,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach any runway at Václav Havel. Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 at Václav Havel. Roger. Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee. Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee. Turn right heading 060. Maintain 6000. Turn right heading 060. Maintain 6000. Bravo Lima Whiskey Yankee. Ryanair 420 India November. Maintain 180 knots.
Well, I'm just going to get the taxi chart.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Really? Okay. Slowing down. Flaps 2. So 180 to 6 we're going. Very far out. The displays are more identical to reality. What? Than... Oh, right. I think it's a game called Aerofly FS. Apparently that's good. Aeroflight FS. Not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a flight simulator game on mobile. Apparently, it's very, very realistic. Apparently. Don't know if it is. Right, so 180 to 6. So we're just going to sit back and relax here and just wait till we get to 6 nautical miles out. Oh my goodness. Currently on approach as well. Okay, roger that. See you on the ground.
American 8 Tango Zulu Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Yeah, I know what RFS is. Aeroflight FS is different. I know that.
Frequency change approved. American 8 Tango Zulu Heavy. Good day.
Finnair 1223.
What is he saying? Contact the tower. Okay, roger that. Cool inbound landing on the ILS 24.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Air Juliet 12 Papa Tango.
Oscar Mike November Foxtrot Romeo, wind 190 at 4, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Oscar Mike November Foxtrot Romeo.
So can we see the airport? I can see the plane ahead of me. I can see the lights. I think that's the runway there. I can barely make it out. Right, I might go fully lights out for this landing. Okay, you can't see me at all. God. You can't see me right now, but I am here. You can, yeah, here we go. You can see the lights on my microphone. See them there? They're moving. So I'm not fully gone, but this is just a bit easier to land the plane if I do it like this. Because if I had the light on, that puts glow onto my screen, and it makes it a bit harder. Actually, if I do that, no, it's still bad, it's still bad. Unless I get like a white spotlight thingy. Don't know how I'd do that. If I just search in the colour white on Google and then just zoom this in and make it the highest brightness possible. Does that work? Can we see me now? Oh, you could sort of see me, but that's really like hurting my eyes, so I'm not going to do that. Gotta have the face cam on though.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, wind 190 at 4, number 3, runway 24, clear to land.
Okay, clear to land.
Number 3, clear to land, runway 24, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
And we're about to be established on the glide slope.
FedEx 6273 Heavy, line up and wait runway 24. Finna 975 Foxtrot Quebec.
Okay, there's glide slope.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Line up and wait runway 24. FedEx 6273 Heavy.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Finnair 975 Foxtrot Quebec.
Oscar Mike November Foxtrot Romeo, thank you, good day. Oscar Mike November Foxtrot Romeo, contact Praha Center on 127.0.
Right, not too far away now.
Ryla 22 Charlie Suter, follow instructions.
Not too far away. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
FedEx 6273 Heavy, wind 190 at 4, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, FedEx 6273 Heavy.
Alright, we're about to be landing.
Backlot Haddle Tower, Etihad 3A Heavy, ready for departure at runway 24, departing straight out. Finna 975.
This is nice.
Thank you, good day. Finna 975 Foxtrot.
That's
to
not.
left. Contact Prague Center on 127.0. Etihad 38 heavy, hold short of runway 24. Holding short runway
Okay.
24, Etihad 38 heavy. Finna 319 kilo Mike heavy, hold position.
Holding position. Finnair 319 kilo Mike heavy.
FedEx 6273 heavy, thank you, good day. FedEx 6273
Okay.
heavy.
We got the runway in sight.
On 127.0.
There it is. We got the airport in sight as well.
Center on 127.0.
Yeah, cabin crew prepare for landing.
3 heavy.
Ryanair 420 India November, wind 190 at 4, number 4, runway 24, clear to land.
Alright, actually, if I turn up my brightness, it'll be a bit easier. Here we go. Brightness all the way up.
Number 4, clear
Just
to
going to
land.
move my
Runway
microphone.
24,
There we
Ryanair
go.
420
Good.
India November.
Stand by, Ryanair 22 Charlie Super.
Bring my microphone there. That looks good. Okay. We're ready to go here, guys. Here's my iPad. Hoo-hoo. That's never been... Actually, I want to see what the delay is on this.
Chinook 136 virtual, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on
Missed
final.
it.
Wilco, Chinook 136 virtual.
So it's not... Okay, it's not too bad of a delay. It's almost the same.
Finna 1223, wind 190.
Because I want it to be at the same time, so it's not, like, weird. Okay, gear down. Gear is coming down. Speed is being reduced. We have an approach speed of 120 right now. Although, does that account for the winds? The winds are 220 at 14, 220 at 14. Yep, cool.
Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, maintains lowest practical speed.
Maintains lowest practical speed, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
Finna 25 November, wind 190 at 4, number 5, runway 24, clear to land.
Number 5, cleared to land. Runway 24, Finnair 25 November.
Etihad 38 heavy, line up and wait runway 24. Line up and wait runway 24, Etihad 38 heavy.
Václav Havel Tower, Finnair 319 kilo Mike heavy, ready for departure at runway 24, remaining in the patty.
Etihad 7743 Super, when able turn left, cross runway 30 and contact ground, please expedite.
Wilco, Etihad 7743 Super.
Finna 319 kilo Mike heavy, continue taxi. Finna 319 kilo Mike heavy, you're number 2 for departure.
Roger, Finnair 319 kilo Mike heavy. Václav Havel Tower, FedEx 63 heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 24, departing east.
Etihad 38 heavy, wind 190 at 4, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, no delay. FedEx 63 heavy, hold short of runway 24. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Etihad 38 heavy. Václav Havel Tower, Air Baltic 631, ready for departure in sequence at runway 24, remaining in the pattern.
Holding short runway 24, FedEx 63 heavy.
Air Baltic 631, you're number 4 for departure. Roger, Air Baltic 631. Air Baltic 631, hold position. Holding position, Air Baltic 631. Etihad 38 heavy, thank you, good day. Etihad 38 heavy, contact Prague Center on 127.0. Contacting Prague Center on 127.0, Etihad 38 heavy.
Václav Havel Tower, that's Albert 151, ready for departure in sequence at runway 24, departing south.
300.
Sad Albert 151, you're number 3 for departure.
100.
Roger, back Albert 151.
50, 40, 30,
Air Baltic 631,
20.
you're number 4 for departure.
10.
Roger, Air Baltic 631. Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar. Varklas Havel Ground, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar, request taxi to gate 18 at the Terminal 2. Varklav Havel Ground, Sky Dubai 24, ready for pushback.
Oh wow, I was muted for that whole landing.
Taxi to Terminal 2 gate
What an
18.
idiot. What an idiot.
Taxi into Terminal 2 gate 18, Victor Hotel Lima Echo Oscar.
I was muted that whole time. Whoops. Well, I wasn't really saying anything important.
Sky Dubai 24, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, Sky Dubai 24. Varklas Havel Ground, November 629 Victor Sierra, ready to taxi with Information Hotel.
Alright, there we go. Welcome, everyone. Anyway, as I was saying before I was muted, before I was unmuted, welcome to Prague. Not a bad landing there at all. Bit of rudder usage just before touchdown. And we've got a Jet2 Holidays plane there. I mean, at least you heard the sim. That's all that really matters. I wasn't actually talking at all, really, so that's fine. Doesn't really matter which line we take here, or maybe it does. Actually, yeah, it definitely does. Taking the blue line, it looks like. Blue line and then gate 18, which is where... I think it's the one, the second to last, is it? Yep. So not this one, the one after. And in we go. Oops.
Lima 420 India November, request taxi to gate 20 at the Terminal 2. November 629 Victor Sierra, hold position.
And let's use the stand guidance. We're a bit off to the... Oh no, we look good actually.
Lima 420 India November, taxi to Terminal 2
Boom.
gate 20.
Hard brake. Engines off.
Contact tower when ready. Taxi into Terminal 2 gate 20.
Oh, there we go.
India November.
There is the landing. Beacon off, seatbelt off, and we'll go ahead and touch up all of that. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and tune out. There we go. Cool, we are down. Beautiful stuff, beautiful landing. We'll go ahead and watch the landing as well. So there we go, beautiful. And we've got all that touched up. So 2 hours, 30 minutes. All the way from Helsinki. Well, not really all the way, but from Helsinki, from a 3-3 departure And then we flew down southwest and then south, and then we did a bit of a hold over here, and then we came down, or we did it more over here actually, then we came down, boom, 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 into the arrival, or into the landing. Very nice landing. I do like flying the Embraer jets. They're very, very nice to fly. I'm always flying them in the training sessions for IFATC. So there we go. There it is. Lots of traffic in the area. Definitely got very busy at this airport. I was thinking at the start it wasn't going to get busy at all, but nope, it did. Did get very busy. So, yeah, no reverse thrust was meant to be used on that landing, but oh well. That's fine. But yeah, there we go, we're down. 2 hours and 30 minutes exactly. And it's calmed down a bit now in terms of the traffic level. Here in Prague. So I am going to watch the replay of that. Oh, was it going to crash? Nope. We are good. Replay this. And yeah, we were on the ground for... Well, I actually spawned in a little before we started the stream. We started the stream at 14:40 Zulu. So 22 to 1 hour. We're on the ground for 38 minutes before we took off eventually. Now, I'm going to set the time to day so we can see it. It's going to be noon, and then I'm actually going to set it to July. And I'm going to do this as well. Just, it doesn't affect you guys, it just affects me. You can still see the normal colour. Right, where am I? I think I'm over here somewhere. Yep, there am I. So let's rewatch that, eh? I think the replay bug is fixed, where it like jolts around everywhere. That might be fixed now. And there's the rotate.
Holding short runway 33. Golf Golf Alpha Zulu Bravo.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 22 left. Finna 73.
Nah, lovely stuff there. Off I go.
Warship 446. Ready for departure in sequence at runway 22 left.
That's a nice view right there. Cool, so then that was the departure. Lovely, lovely. And then we move on to the arrival here. Very laggy replay. We had a FedEx holding short. Didn't even see it. Where were we landing? We were landing over here. Here we are. Finnair E190 plane. So let's watch this.
Roger, that's Albert 151.
Bit of rudder, you might be able to see.
Roger, Air Baltic 631.
And there's the touchdown. Lovely stuff right there. Beautiful. Cool, cool. So there is the flight. Lovely stuff. Very, very good. Cool. So that's going to wrap it up then. Thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow we're going to be doing an American Airlines 737 MAX flight into Miami. Not sure of what the departure airport's going to be yet. It'll probably be around a 1.5 hour flight, or 1 to 1.5 hour flight. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. And we will be seeing you in tomorrow's stream, which will be starting at around the same time as this one, probably. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next